It's the third round of the World Championship in 2021. Welcome back to the Algarve. Welcome back to the Portuguese Grand Prix. Round 3 on the calendar, 1 to Hamilton, 1 to Verstappen. Who's going to make their break here at Portugal? It's the first of a double header, the Spanish Grand Prix next weekend before a 2-week break before we return to the glitz and glamour, the jewel in the crown, the Monaco Grand Prix on the 23rd of May. Azerbaijan is next on the 4th to the 6th of June. A week later, we were supposed to be heading off to Canada. That race now cancelled and replaced brilliantly with the Turkish Grand Prix for the second year in a row. France is at the end of June at Paul Ricard before going back-to-back with Austria 2 weeks' time, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone that we now know will host the first of these dreaded sprint qualifying. After that, it's the Hungarian Grand Prix before a break for the summer and then 3 races back-to-back in Belgium, the Netherlands and Italy before the flyaway start with Russia, Singapore, Japan and then back to the statesides with the United States Grand Prix, Mexico City, Brazil and then Australia on the 19th to 21st of November. The first race in Saudi Arabia before the season rounds out in Abu Dhabi in December the 12th. In the Drivers' Championship, Lewis Hamilton leads the way by a single point to Max Verstappen, 44 to 43. Lando Norris is third on 27, Charles Leclerc fourth on 20, Valtteri Bottas is on 16, 14 for Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo the same, Sergio Perez is on 10, 6 points to Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll is on 5. On the second page, Yuki Tsunoda has 2 points, the same as Esteban Ocon. Fernando Alonso, after penalties last time out, means he too gets his first point of the season. No points on the board for Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Vettel, Schumacher, Mazepin or Latifi. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes leads the way on 60 points. They've got a 7-point advantage to Red Bull Racing, who are on 53. McLaren are on 41, Ferrari 34, AlphaTauri, the only team to move up after the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, on 8, Aston Martin on 5, 3 for Alpine, no points on the board for Alfa Romeo, Williams or Haas. It's time to celebrate. Not only is it Megan's 16th birthday, but it's practice too for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Let's take a look around the Algarve International Circuit in Portimao, 2.891 miles. 2 DRS zones coming into this weekend, extended down towards turn 1. 15 turns and an exciting track. Riding on board then, it's a downhill braking zone into the 3 or almost turn 1 exits. Turn 1 and 2, quick flicks to the right before the first real heavy braking spot into turn 3 at Lagos. Up the hill then to the kink at turn 4, the first left-hand corner before you really open up the taps and the DRS. Downhill to the hairpin, past the hotel. This is the Tory VIP corner, heavy on the brakes down. It'll be a second gear corner. Rise up the hill now, past the hotel on the other side. Left again at turn 6 and 7 before you come into the braking zone for turn number 8, the Samson corner. You can see the advertising boards just on the left. Uphill over the roller coaster segment of the track as you head down to turn 9, the Craig Jones corner. Flip the car to the left, rise uphill once again into Portimao, turn 10. Heavy braking spot as well into T11. Drop down the hill once again into turn 12 before my favourite part of the track, turn 13. Get it nice and stopped uphill, second gear corner, tight inside line. And now really fly it downhill, turn 14 to the Sagres corner, and then boot it hard, coming through the Galp corner, turn 15. It is flat out over the bump, a dramatic drop downhill, about 15 stories, believe it or not, before you climb back up over the jump, almost across the finish line, and that is a lap of the Algarve circuit here at Portimao. It is a roller coaster of a track. everybody, welcome up to the commentary box, and let me say, first of all, a good morning to everybody who is watching. Good evening and good afternoon as well. Megan Birch will be joining us in just a second as we prepare. And welcome along to a second practice for the 2021 Portuguese Grand Prix here at the Autodromo Algarve International Circuit, or to me and you, it is the Portimao Circuit as well, where around this 2.891 mile circuit, it is remarkable how often drain covers become a factor here. That is because the start of Free Practice 2 is delayed by 10 minutes while we go and fix some issues with the drain covers. But we're still seeing some fantastic overtakes here over the year. However, Lance Stroll versus Lando Norris last year wasn't one of the finest moments. One that was turn 5. Carlos Sainz going through on the inside of Valtteri Bottas to take the lead of the race at the time. And on the opening lap of last year's race, Kimi Raikkonen slipping up the inside of Alexander Albon on that fantastic opening lap that Raikkonen had. Tyre compounds here this weekend, the hardest we can get. The hard, the C1, the medium is the C2, and the soft is the C3 tyre compound. I'm your commentator, Joshua Birch. Joining me in a few moments' time will be Megan Birch as well for a segment in the commentary box for Free Practice 2, as it is her 16th birthday today, and she's doing us the honour of joining us in the commentary box. But there's the official confirmation. The start of session is delayed by 10 minutes. Whether or not the clock will start in 3 minutes to get the session going, that is what we are currently desperately trying to find out. But at the current moment, Free Practice 2 is currently delayed, and it's because a drain cover has come loose. It looks like in the exit of turn 8 and 9, so coming out of the Craig Jones corner, it's out of turn 11, it's at Portimao, turn 10 and 11. So they've had to glue it shut, and that takes a certain amount of time to fix. So hence the delay to the session. So we've taken away the controller up there that shows you the time. We'll get the official announcement exactly when we are going green as soon as we have it. Nose is starting to run up here in the commentary box, actually, as well. But as soon as you know, we will know as well. Ian Birch not joining us, but I'm delighted to say he's feeling a lot better than he did this morning, and should be joining us hopefully tomorrow. If not, he'll be back with us for the main race on Sunday. Megan Birch will take his place in the commentary box tomorrow if he is not well enough, and hopefully as well she'll be joining me in the box in a few moments' time to celebrate her birthday with us. I'm just going to turn the fan off that we've got underneath the commentary box, because it's very warm in here and it sets your eyes and nose off. Anybody who's had hay fever, you know the situation. It is hay fever season. So we are waiting then for official confirmation as to what exactly is going on out there, whether or not it is going to be a green light in 50 seconds time or not. We're getting that it is delayed, but one monitor has already started going on the timer. It's all very messed up. If it is a delay, we will know the procedure. It will the clock will start ticking down from 1 hour, and we will have the green light for you if it is that. Start of the session delayed by 10 minutes. Risk of rain is at 0, which is great news to you and great news to me. Synthol says happy birthday. I'm sure Megan will read that when she joins me in the commentary box. She's just getting changed at the current moment into her party clothes. And see, I've donned a waistcoat as well from this morning for the occasion as well. You can have a maximum of 6 people join you in the UK outside in a garden. So we have the full attendance about to join us behind in the commentary box, actually. And I'm locked away in a shed commentary box at the moment. So no green light at the moment. So no green light. The session will start in 10 minutes and it will be the full hour. So the start of the session has now been delayed. 9:49 to go. So the session will end at 10 past the hour now. to compare to what we've been used to. So let's open up the countdown clock now and show you. It might be a bit dodgy, but ignore the 0, because that is the countdown to green that we are looking at now. 9 minutes until we go green. And this was the problem. They've put literally polyfiller and glued and welded that drain cover down at the exit there at turn 11 to make it all stick down. It looks okay, and let's go for it if we're safe enough. But this happened last year. Do you remember? Qualifying got delayed last year here at Portugal due to a loose drain cover. So it's not completely unusual for it to happen, sadly, here. But we are waiting. So it's a 10-minute build-up, and me and Megan actually had a discussion before this session started. Says, well, wouldn't it be fantastic to do it the birthday celebrations in the only 10 minutes? Well, she's late to her own party. That's always Megan at the moment. So get your questions in as well. Lot to talk about at the moment as the clock decides to do something with it on the front there. Oh, I thought we had 10 minutes less practice. No, it looks like it's just literally a delay of 10 minutes. So that countdown clock, lucky there's still an hour. Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise it'd be 50 minutes. I think that's usually if it was a normal 90-minute session and this delay happened, I think they would have just started the clock and let it run down. Because now practice 2 is only an hour, I don't think they want to lose it as much as they would. So they are going to delay the session by 10 minutes, not start the clock. Because right now, I've got no countdown at the moment. Now, the countdown is still at 00 on the official timing monitors. So the session is going to start in 7 minutes and 56 seconds, as you can see. And then it'll tick down to 59 minutes. Here's a lap then around the circuit as well. It's a wonderful track, this, actually. I wonder, actually, if I could get it on for you and do a commentary, if I could. I mean, hopefully we're going to try, but might be a little bit difficult. But bear with. We have a way. Don't worry, we have a way of getting a lap attack for you, so don't worry too much about that, and we'll show you. But there's a wonderful party atmosphere already. The yes-no fans here, but everyone's got this special feeling around this track at the moment because they know something special is coming. They know this is going to be battleground for Verstappen and Hamilton once again here. And honestly, yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it more and more and more. Bring on the action. Bring on the thunder. That's what we need, and that's what we want to see as well. So just at the moment, we're just having a look to see if we can drag in the media source, which seems to have disappeared on me at the moment, which is always the way. I don't want it to go full throttle on me, so I need to edit. So that's really embarrassing. So let's take a look then at the track. If I fade away, there we go. So this is a look round Portugal. Unfortunately, we've got our logo on that lot on there at the moment. Look, this is turn number 1, the first corner on the track. It's an aggressive circuit as well, in parts. As we're trying desperately to get that fixed for you, so there's no logo on the screen. Oh, how embarrassing. But still, we're all getting ready and set then. So, and we've got that set now. So there you go. So this is down. We'll fade back and try that again, shall we? Because everything's been a bit messed up at the moment. Synthol says, do you think track... Oh, hang on. Oh, this is Sky re-show happened last October. Synthol saying, do you think track limits will play a big role in qualifying on the race? Do you think they'll be easier to avoid going wide this time? Well, the curb is the limit this weekend. The curb is the defining track limits this weekend. So this is a very close run and a very close setup. So I think track limits will be an issue this weekend as well. Right, let's take a look around the circuit now. We've finally got the graphics department ready. Downhill then towards turn number 1. You drop around 20 meters elevation change there as you flick down 2 and 3. And it's still going round. This is the turn 3 part of the track, Lagos. Very exciting to get it right because you go uphill to turn 4. And then a long sweep down towards... turn number 5 at Torrey Vip. It's a hairpin. See the MotoGP track dives out just to where the cones are. We go deeper and use the full hairpin around. It goes past the entertainment building and the hotel for all the delegates there as you go all the way around as well. Sweep uphill, turn 7 and turn 8. This is the Samsung corner. And then this is the biggest elevation drop you'll see all season. Right over the crest, drop down 20.9 meters, and just keep it full, flat out on the circuit. Rise right to the top, almost at the level of the dunes, look. This is where the problem is on the track at the moment with the drain covers. You can see it runs all the way down the circuit. That is actually pretty screen accurate. It's turn 13, uphill segment. Turn 14 drops once again downhill before you come into the Galp corner, turn 15. This is a nice one. See track limits here. The red and white curbs define the track limits that we see as they swing back round out of the last corner, uphill dramatically across the control line and take the line. I'm delighted to say, as we see the lap attack finishing, joining me in the commentary box now, quickly taking her seat in very quick fashion, I might add. She hasn't put her headset on just yet. But welcome up to the commentary box to Megan Birch. It's a happy birthday to you, Megan.
Thank you.
How are you? You had a good day so far?
I have had a good day.
You've been very polite all of a sudden. Is this a new Megan being polite?
No, I'm just happy.
Oh, right.
I'm also wearing the ring I got today.
Oh, you're not wearing the necklace, are you? No.
No, not yet. I've only just got
match, I'm
finished
wearing the ring I got for my
changed.
birthday as well, yeah. So, happy birthday. And in this lull that we've got at the moment with the red flag, we have a little slideshow for you that isn't actually operational just yet because something's gone wrong. Doesn't it always go wrong out here?
See, Joshua thinks this slideshow is going to be embarrassing, but in fact, I'm quite vain. I quite like myself as a child.
Yes, well, here we are. Look. There's you as a baby. That's a couple of minutes from when you were born.
I was 20 minutes old when that was taken. Dad took it.
You can see you got conjunctivitis there on your eye. There's you at your third birthday party. You look... I said earlier, that was my favourite, Megan. You were so bubbly and smiley. I mean, you're smiling now, but still bubbly there. There's you on one of the days out with your friend's cap on as well, and your style, which you've actually, for the first time this year, adopted, because usually every time we've seen you in jumpers. Bridesmaid at Kellyanne's wedding. That was a fun one out there too.
Everyone always says that's my best.
Baby Megan. I think that was actually, I don't want to say Mother's Day, because we all remember having on your first Mother's Day. You rushed off to A&E after you tripped on your own bricks. There's you hiding a outside can of Coke in a restaurant in a packet of Walker's Crisps.
I was clever.
And there's you on a castle as well. Modern day you outside as well. I don't know if that's the end of the photos or it's going to keep running around. But yeah, there's you. There's Mum actually on the side there. I didn't realise she was in it. There's you, aged, I don't know how old. Is that 2?
I was 2.
Looks 2, doesn't it? First day of school, Megan. Look at all those toys that we used to have on the back of the settee.
Why did we
Giant
keep them there?
SpongeBob. I know, I don't know.
I made a model of that.
That's my favourite. Everyone says that's our favourite photo. Your first Christmas in a Santa outfit. And you're smiling. I mean, who saw you smile? There, we're back to the pictures there of you as a baby. But when did you smile like that? I don't remember you. You were so happy. And then now it's just you.
I'm happy.
Yes, you are. But I thought, I'm glad. Well, I thought we were deserving that, as you see. Commentators, I'm Joshua Birch, Megan Birch over there. It's her birthday today. New graphics as we all wait to see the start of the session, which is due to get underway in 1 minute and 7 seconds' time. But are you happy then? You had a good day? What you got planned the rest of the day? I mean, we've got
Eating,
yeah. A massive buffet table been done as well. Maximum 6 people allowed in, so at least you get to celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
And Chinese later. What film have you decided to watch yet?
Knives Out.
Is that a comedy?
It's a murder mystery.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Has
then.
Daniel Craig in it and Chris Evans.
Cynthia says, "Hi Megan, happy birthday."
Thank you.
Megan's happy. I mean, we were in a little bit of a lull here with 30 seconds to go. But look, in this little tin here. Look, I've just taken the candle out. Oh dear, I've got a muffin. Look at that, I've got a muffin. As well as completely sneezing onto your microphone, which probably isn't the best thing. So, look, we've got a candle. We've got time before the session goes. So let's light the candle. This could go wrong. There we go. Happy birthday, Megan. Make a wish. There you are. Don't want us to sing. I'll tell you what, we can't now because the green light's just gone on. The session's underway. But go on, make a wish. The session's green. Hey, out in one. Well done, you can eat that now while you sit in the commentary box. But the session is green, and the second practice session is underway here for the Portuguese Grand Prix. The car's heading straight out onto the track after a 10-minute delay. There is 1 hour left in this session. I'm delighted to say green flag is out. Session is a go-go. And Lewis Hamilton walking on the track. That mechanic was a bit eager for heading out there a bit early, but still out as we are underway. A little bit delayed than usual due to a bad track at the moment with having an unusual situation here in Portimao. Very rare this happens, second year in a row, that we've had a problem with the train covers. And that's delayed the session. Megan?
Who was topping FP1?
Who topped FP1?
Yeah.
Well, Valtteri Bottas. I know, surprised me. Bottas topping FP1. It's an unusual situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Still, have any guests arrived yet? Now I'm stuck in here, but no guests arrived just yet? No. Megan's shaking her head. Isn't that a shame? Well, that's good then. I can keep you for a bit longer. Let's have a look at the circuit information then. If you're watching along with us, it's 196 miles an hour top speed, full throttle at 63% of the lap. Downforce is in a medium as well. Tyre wear is medium. And if you're just joining us and wondered why Megan is eating a muffin, it's her birthday. And we've just done a little birthday celebration in between the session being delayed and started. We were supposed to do it just at the start in the opening minutes, but we've run out of things to say, so we're having to commentate about Megan, who's eating the cake and getting it already in her hair. Oh, dear me. As well.
I have big hair.
Oh, hello. Guests arriving further back. Hello. Oh, present's been left around as well. Well, Megan, if you want to go, you can go. Megan can go. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming in as well, out here as well. So Megan's away. Guests have already arrived. Maximum of 6, of course, allowed, which is good news. But yeah, away we go. Cynthia says, maybe a weird question, but do you think Bottas will win a race? It's highly probable that they will win a race at the moment, because we've seen a little snippet of what Valtteri Bottas was old time. And we can definitely see maybe he has got what it takes to win a race, but it's a small chance. Cynthia saying, I mean, there's a chance he won't win a race, which would be embarrassing. If Bottas doesn't win a race this year, he won't be driving the Mercedes in 2022. I think you can safely say that with that matter of fact, because it will be a factor that we're going to see Bottas having to really pull something out of the bag. You can see I've been a bit dazed in the box at the moment, but let's get that through. 1 minute to 20. 1 hour? 1 hour to set a lap time. No. Esteban Ocon does a 1:21.687 in that first sector. Callum Ilott, who was out in first practice, now replaced as well at the track. Antonio Giovinazzi back in and runs out on the track. Leclerc top at the moment, a 1:21.294. And hello on the board as well. Hi, this is my first watch along. Anything I need to know about? Well, free practice 1 this morning saw Valtteri Bottas go fastest. Wasn't really a session that is knowledgeable in my mind. It's not really what we're going to see. Also, is this the third practice or the second? It is P2. To give you a little bit of a hello and welcome, guys. This is a watch along. So it's radio commentary with us in camera. As I'm going to interrupt myself, there's a yellow flag out on the track as Nikita Mazepin, trying to go over the top of the hill, locks up and has gone straight on and cuts off George Russell, coming back on at turn 10 at Portimao. Don't think he's the reason the yellow flag's out at the moment, because that wouldn't have triggered it. It was a blue flag in operation. And this, I think, is the reason. Oh, maybe it was Mazepin going off again. Oh, no, Schumacher. Schumacher went off the track down at Lagos at turn 3. So that was what brought out the yellow, but we've gone green now. Welcome to Formula One, and indeed, says Cynthia, and to give you a roundup of what this is, with a watch-along commentary, we're the commentators. I'm on my own at the moment. We've got another chair and 2 extra headsets as well. And mainly, you've got your timing tower, tells you exactly where they are, and practice 2, here's your session. So this will tell you exactly what session it is, P2, practice 2, and how long's to go in that. The hashtags for this weekend, and hashtag F1 as well. and just sit back and enjoy. I'll tell you everything that's happening on the pictures as well. If you're watching along with us as well, feel free to make your own assumptions. If you're listening to us, do the same. Get your questions in, get your comments in, get all your opinions in about matters, all things Formula One. Bring up topics, do whatever you like. It's a fan forum, effectively, over the practice sessions and in qualifying in the race as well. Hamilton has gone P12. Lance Stroll jumps up the order, goes to P8 briefly, as Alonso does a 1:22. Alonso does a 1:22. It's gone off my time screen. There we go. It's 1:22.370. Stroll does a 1:22.379. I have to bring that back down so I can see them all in order at the moment. But yeah, both went off. Mazepin and Schumacher, both the Haas cars, making mistakes. Top of the hill, turn 10 for Mazepin. Schumacher down at turn 3 at Lagos. And right now, coming up into that dreaded turn 13 section, as we showed you in between the delayed part of the segment, this is Carlos Sainz. A little bit twitchy down to turn 14 as well. He had a problem there this morning and ran wide. And he's seeming to be okay right now. Round the long turn 15 of the Galp corner, flat out. Up the hill, jumping across the control line. Sainz goes top by a tenth of a second to Verstappen. Sainz is a 1:20.831. Verstappen is P2. He's a tenth down. Ocon is third. And I think there's another yellow or something out there as well, as timing monitors jumping up and down. Russell goes 12th. 1:22.518. Now that becomes 13th. Bottas goes fastest. 1:28.05. Hamilton P7 on a 1:21.441. Time's coming thick and fast. And is anyone asking what the balloon is for? That was Megan's birthday celebration, but she's dived out of the box, but will probably return at some other point as well. At the moment, and this is Verstappen backing off, coming out of the last corner, just going to try and have a couple of moments. He's going to be coming into the pit lane. Wise. I thought he might decide that he would come permanently into the track and go again for another run. 52 minutes to go of this session. Oh. And Verstappen pressed the brake pedal and nothing happened. So the brake-by-wire system not working on the Red Bull car, and the engineer came on saying, fail 1. So the brake-by-wire system fails on Verstappen's car. That is scary, heading down on this track, especially with no brakes. So another free practice 2 error affecting Max Verstappen. We saw him have the drive shaft issue last time out at the Grand Prix in Emilia-Romagna. And now he's having another issue here at Portimao. Norris goes P4, 1:20.997 on the board. Leclerc having a little bit of a twitchy lap, but looks okay. Goes P5, 1:21.011. Schumacher goes 15th, 1:22.505. Tsunoda, P11, 1:22.284. So now, as Verstappen, the only driver in the pit lane, all other 19 cars are circulating at the moment. You can see the timing monitor is jumping around out there as well at the moment for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Practice 2 at the Algarve International Circuit in Portimao, Portugal. The Algarve. Ricciardo goes P7. Perez still P10 at the moment. Time still changing. And Perez dropping down, twitching a little bit on the steering wheel. Gasly goes P3, 1:28.49. So the times already, we're seeing already, they're doing a lot of runs out there on the medium compound. Only Mazepin is out on the hard tyres. Everybody's out there on the mediums. Perez now goes top by 44 thousandths of a second, a 1:27.61. Perez fastest overall. Giovinazzi goes 13th, 1:20.884. A much better time. Hamilton is adjusting out there. He's got traffic coming into turn 13 as well. Hamilton's going to have to find some extra pace. Got the Ferrari coming in. Bottas now goes P1 ahead of Perez. Sainz goes P2. So it's Bottas 1:24.23, followed by Sainz a 1:20.490. Hamilton now to the line. Going faster, can in the first and second sector, can only manage third. Traffic in that third sector compromised him. He's now done a 1:20.508. So the top three separated by less than a tenth of a second. at the moment as well. And let's go down to the chat as well. Synthol saying, I feel like Lewis will win the championship just because his car is more reliable. What failed on Max? PDW? No, it was brake-by-wire. It was the brake-by-wire system down into Thomas. You press the brake pedal, it operates on a lever. It doesn't operate on a lever like a normal car. It opens by a thin piece of wire that triggers the brake disc with coolant, and it failed on him. So brake-by-wire failure was the issue out there at the moment. So Martin Brundle's having problems trackside with his broadcast stuff at the moment. He's down at turn 5 at Tory VIP. He should be okay. Martin, you can hear, but I don't think they can hear him at the moment. Martin's just having the BBW, brake-by-wire system. That's what it is. BBW, brake-by-wire, is the system. Martin Brundle interrupting with our own communications here as well. How do you write that? BBW, brake-by-wire. Brake-by-wire. I can't even spell it. I'm not even going to try. It's difficult to say. Leclerc goes P7 on a 120 at the moment. A 129.87 for Leclerc. So improving. We've got currently 12 drivers separated by 0.7 of a second. That is amazing at the moment around this track. Fernando Alonso is one of those. Scored his first points last time out at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Looking quite good, but we've cut down to... Alonso went across the track and still went P8 at the moment. Now we're seeing at the moment Martin Brundle down at turn 5. And they're just watching around, showing all the people doing all the telemetry data and all the pictures that we see up here in the commentary box as well. And obviously, if you're watching along with us, you can see that as well. Sainz still P2, back out on the track. Bottas in the pit lane, as well as Hamilton. So the two Mercedes decided to come in at the moment as well. And what Martin Brundle, if you're watching on F1 TV and on Sky Sports F1, what Martin Brundle is doing right now is what I hope to do at the British Grand Prix. Commentate trackside on the action, but then show you some of the cars racing around the track as well. And hopefully I can do that for you in practice 1 and qualifying for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, which are now all on the Friday. Touch wood that COVID restrictions allow it and we can go going. Martin Brundle's now walking in the middle of the track. It's quite fun watching, actually. But it's difficult when you're trying to commentate on the really fast segments of the qualifying that we're stuck with one feed at the moment. So Noda crosses the line, stays where he is, but decides to go for another lap time. Russell goes up to 13th place, 121.602. They're now doing their longer race runs as well. They're just starting on these medium tyres. They're going to see a lot more action out there. A reminder, we've yet to see a red flag, actually, this weekend, which I find both unusual and impressive because every single session at Emilia-Romagna had a red flag. FP1, 2, 3, qualifying and the race all had a red flag. The red flag button, which I won't put on now because it confuses some people, really did get a workout that weekend as well. Everyone asking what type of buttons do you have in the commentary box. Literally a keyboard with some hotkeys. I'd love to have one of those stream decks that you see on Twitch streams as well, where you can just press the buttons, it all activates for you. You don't have to mess around with keys as well. But yeah, love one of those. Haven't got one of those. Move on. Do the best you can with the systems you've got. So, Bottas still on top. We're seeing nothing at the moment. Martin Brundle stuck down at turn 9. I think Sky have lost some sort of camera action at the moment because usually we go split screen with these, but it's not going well here. See who's coming. Oh, there we go. Martin's coming back now. Just as I was going to lean forward to my driver tracker that I've got up here in the commentary box to have a look at, they decide to go back to the action out there as well. Looking good at the moment. And Sonoda at the moment coming across into the last couple of corners. And he goes still 14th fastest. They're all now doing their race runs. So now we're going to see the times really sort of stabilize. Synthol says that penultimate corner, I think, is so slippery and difficult. Yeah, completely agree with you as well. Turn 14 is so treacherous. It's so difficult to get right. And we saw this morning Sainz fly off the road. So we do know how difficult that can be. Perez still 4th, coming to the line now. Who's that coming into the pit lane? It's Leclerc in the Ferrari as Perez sets the fastest third sector of anybody out there, but does a 1:25.57. So great job there from Perez to go P4. Of course, here at the track, he had a difficult start last year because when he was with Racing Point, as it was back then, top of the hill at turn 4, got tagged by Max Verstappen, ended up in the wall. Had to do a fight back charge as well. He's not no stranger to that, is he now, Sergio Perez? He gave him good practice for when he had to do it at Shakir and took an unlikely race victory as well. Looking good so far. 44 minutes and 20 seconds to go. All but 3 cars around the track. So all cars are in the pit lane, bar 3. That is Ricciardo, Perez and Verstappen. Yeah, Max is back on the track. We're watching now on board on one of the other monitors. He's down to Tory Vip's corner. It's the power of the exit. A little bit all 4 wheels on the curb. I wouldn't want to do that. Very dangerous to nearly lose your lap time with it as well. Like, you've got to watch it. Uphill into Samson. All 4 wheels way off the road there. They've got to keep 2 wheels on the track this weekend. That's what I find interesting. The curb is the track limit. It's a bit like what we see in the British Touring Car Championship, if any of you follow that. The curb is the limit. You go over that curb, bang, your time is over. So, I wonder how many lap times we'll see deleted in qualifying tomorrow when it really matters. That's the key to watch. Down to turn 14, the penultimate corner, and Verstappen was fighting with the car to try and get it round. Turn 15 sweeps through as well. And across the line for Verstappen, a 1:29.37 at the moment, and I think he's just going to start a full time now. Him and Ricciardo in the McLaren, the only 2 cars out on the track at the current moment in time. Cynthia says, turn 15 is white line, right? Curb. Curb. I've got all the information in front of you, and I can't give it to you. And I'll have to find my glasses, which are somewhere over there. Here they are. Turn 15 exit. A lap time achieved during any practice or race by leaving the track at the exit of turn 15 will result in that lap time and the immediate being invalidated by the stewards. A driver will be judged to have left the track if no part of the car remains in contact with the track, and that is all by the curbs. Yeah, turn 1 exit, turn 4 and turn 15 by using the track, but they must keep on the track. So they cannot go over the red and white curb at the moment. Yep, it is the curb. It's the curb. Every curb, which is exciting as well. Bottas back on the track. Verstappen still circulating out there. Don't think he's going to set any meaningful time, but he's gone fast sector 1 and 2. Whether this will be an outright fastest lap, time will tell, and it is an outright fastest lap. Verstappen top by a 1/10 of a second. So, a 1:23.22. Cyril says, oh, when they showed the safety car, it showed past the white line. Bert Miranda can only do so much to show you the track limits deliberately. It is the curb limit. So if you go off the curb, that is the track limit this weekend. That's what everyone's been told in the press briefings. It's what we've got on the race control informations here. It is the curb exit itself that will determine the track limits. So don't worry about the safety car. In memory of Martin Shepard there on the front of the Haas car. Nice showing tributes out there. And let's have a lap recap here at the moment with Verstappen through turn 1. Turn 1, 2 and 3. Triple right-handers into Lagos as well. And now, since they're saying no, the red lines. Oh, that is the curb. There is no red lines as far as I know. Yeah, pretty sure it is the curb. It's the curb that you can't go over here this weekend. All 4 wheels over the curb, your lap time is out. That's the information we all got given this morning, so don't worry. The red line showed past white line. That's the curb. Look, we'll see a picture there at the moment. It's the curb that will determine the line. The only red line on the track is the red flag line for when the race is stopped. And it has to be there. It's the only one that's allowed on the track, that red line. It's the only one allowed, so the drivers can stop safely under a red flag. We're coming through. Bottas is at the fastest second sector, 30.644 at the moment. We're coming around into turn 14 now. And into turn 15. So I'm looking at the exits. Yeah, it's a yellow sausage curb, but that's right the exit. And the limit is the curb there as well. The red lines that indicate where you're lapped be deleted when they show the safety car. Oh, that's a virtual graphic. That's virtual graphics you're on about. I see. Virtual red lines. Yes, I see. They're probably wrong. Trust me, from what we've got here in the information, I'll even take it out of the zip pocket here and show you. The information we get here on the track limits indicates it with being in the curbs are the limits this weekend. It's what everyone. I even rang around several journalists asking as well who are at the track. Are we sure it's the curbs? And said yes, it's the curbs. So we are confirmed it's the curbs. That the limit. So watch out for them coming into qualifying. Now it's getting the hassle of getting it back into the folder. That's the issue out here. Vettel goes P11, 121.074 out there at the moment. Verstappen improves on time, not position. 122.57. Bottas is top, a 121.81 at the moment. 0.076. Let's ride with Hamilton then. Yeah, I believe it. Down towards turn 1. Flicks it in at 130 miles an hour. Keep that accelerating up to 157. Into the braking zone in turn 3 at Lagos. Down to about 65 miles an hour. Flat out up the hill at turn 4 as well. Open up the DRS, the second detection point. Drop downhill around about 15 metres below sea level. Drop now. A 10th up already in the first sector. Flick it round through Tory Vip. Looks like it was a little wide there at the exit of turn 5. We'll keep an eye on that. 163 miles an hour already. Flick the car through turn 7. It's barely there. Brake hard down. 65th miles an hour now. Over the jump now. Coming out of Samson. Into Craig Jones at turn 9 at 170 miles an hour. They've completely lost where Hamilton is at the moment on the track, as the directors completely actually lost him. And when I say completely lost him, I mean we were looking at Fields, for goodness sake. Here's Hamilton now back in into turn 13, 60 miles an hour, accelerate out of the exit, booted hard, drop downhill now. This is the tricky segment to turn 14. Hamilton again sliding the rear, fighting with the car way over the limit of the line as he rounds turn 15, keeps it hard on the inside, fastest sector 1, fastest sector 2, keeps it on the curb at the exit as well, back uphill, cross the line, 184 miles an hour as he builds speed down the start-finish straight. Hamilton, fastest of all, and the first driver this weekend into the 119s in this session. A 119.837, 3/10 faster than Bottas. Hamilton has laid the marker down here at Portimao and said, beat that. Max within a 10th of Bottas, but Max is on mediums and Bottas is on the softs. Yeah, I don't know if Bottas' tyres lap time was done on the softs or not. Hamilton through turn 1 and 2. The stewards are looking. They think he went all 4 wheels off the road several times. That lap time might be deleted from Lewis then, if the stewards believe it is. We'll keep an eye out. They're now looking at the top of the hill at turn 4. Yes, Lewis was all 4 wheels off the road at the top of turn 4. That lap time might be deleted there. I would delete it. It was right on the white line. Russell coming up then, out of the last corner. Personal best sectors 1 and 2. Is George going to do a better run here? Gets ahead of Vettel on the same tyre. Russell goes into P13 at 121.026. He's about a fraction of a second faster than Vettel at the moment. Sainz, good sector 1, bad sector 2. Sector 3, not okay. Leclerc on a good lap as well. Take a little bit of a breather as we see Sainz flack round the last couple of corners. Getting a nice toe off the car in front as well of Yuki Tsunoda. And that pulls the lap back together for Sainz. Goes to third on a 121.97. Leclerc, at the moment, we're on board now, flying out of the turn 15. The Galp corner. Uphill once again. No DRS though to the line. That's interesting. And Leclerc goes P5, but no DRS used. So that Ferrari's got more pace to show in that last sector. 120.360 for Leclerc, P5. 35 minutes to go of the session. Don't forget, we did have a delay So it's 35 minutes past the hour, 35 minutes to go. The session will finish at 10 past the next hour. So in 35 minutes' time, due to that delay we had at the start. We will be on a quick off as well to get immediately started. Hamilton's on a banger in the second sector. Alonso P4, fastest third sector of anybody. Alonso on a 1:22.20, 26.049 in the last sector. Hamilton was bad sector 1, personal best and overall best sector 2, and he's a 10th off in the third sector. So Hamilton pulled the lap together in the middle part of the lap, but couldn't pull it all together on the lap, but still is top on a 1:19.837. His second sector time was a 30.490, so it's a lot quicker out there. Synthol says, I feel like you can crash on this track. You can. Believe me, you can crash. I've crashed in a simulator doing this track. And that's half the power, half the talent, even that, a smidgen of talent out there doing that. And it is difficult out there. I mean, you saw in the red flag period on that lap attack. That was me driving that car. Wasn't great, was it? Bottas at the top of the hill at Portimao, turn 10, running all four wheels off the track over that drain cover that has just been repaired. So let's hope he didn't do any damage and didn't get sucked up out there. Oh, hang on. Bottas at the moment on a slow run coming out of turn 4. Synthol correcting actually what he said. I feel like you can't crash on this track, he meant. You can crash, trust me, you can. And in big fashions, you can crash at this track. We've seen some horrible ones. For instance, the Moto2 race last time out, Sam Lowes at turn 1 had a nasty accident as well. Turn 1, flat out downhill, is a big crashing opportunity. Over the curves for Valtteri Bottas as he drops out of turn 8 at Samson. Flicks through turn 9 at Craig Jones at 170 miles an hour. Breaks it hard down to Portimao, 80 miles an hour, turn 10 and 11. And he's lost 4 tenths in that second sector. So Bottas losing 4 tenths in that middle sector. Got to improve. Must find time. Needs to find time. Probably will find time as well out there. That time being deleted out there. Synthol saying, yeah, but I'm sure the drivers won't crash. Remember last year? Stroll, Norris and Verstappen all crashed together. Yeah, I'm sure these drivers won't crash, not once. I feel like there's a winking face emoji out there as well coming on that one. Norris crosses the line. Improves on the order. McCallum. Sainz goes third. Sainz a 1:21.97. Alonso 4th. Ocon 5th. Verstappen down to 6th now at the moment. Time's really coming thick and fast at the moment. Great jobs by the Alpines. And this is Lando Norris coming into turn 14. Losing the rear. And goes all four wheels off the track as well at the exit of 14. They're looking at the exit of 15, though, for track limits warnings. Norris then P11, a 1:27.53. Ricciardo, 1:27.33 at the moment. So not much between them at all. But it could cost them crucial times going forward in this session. So keep an eye out. Anything can happen in the next half hour. Schumacher coming to the line. Personal best sector 1, not a great sector 2. Goes 15th overall. On a 1:21.232. Synthol saying, yep, they might collide, but they won't hit the barriers. Oh no, for sure they won't hit the barriers. Turn 3, opportunity to hit the barriers. Turn 4, an opportunity to hit the barriers as well at the top of the hill. We saw Perez do that last year. Yeah, you're right. There's very limited chance to hit the wall and fly off mad, what we've seen. So it's very good. Cars coming back out on the track now. Leclerc, Perez, Ocon, Mazepin, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Alonso, Gasly, Stroll, Schumacher, Tsunoda, Russell, Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo. Yeah, all out there as well. Leclerc, Perez, Ocon. Lock up further ahead of Ricciardo out there. Who's in front of Ricciardo? Norris. Norris locked up in the previous corner. They're all really pushing out there at the moment as well. That's the interesting factor. If you are a fan, by the way, of IndyCar, the highlights from the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg will be online tonight in a premiere at 8 o'clock British Summer Time. And Danny Ricciardo down into turn 1. And this getting a little bit squiggly over the advertising boards as well. Ran very wide. Lap time deleted already for car 3. So that lap time gone for Ricciardo, and the following also deleted. So Noda P16 at the moment. Hamilton is top from Bottas by 0.3 of a second. Perez riding over the curb. That's just been repaired at turn 10 and 11. All getting very close out there. All getting very aggressive. Car in the gravel trap. And it is Nicholas Latifi down at turn 7 and 8. Yeah, just at the top of the hill. So Latifi bringing gravel onto the track, going very slow, coming out of Samson and coming round Craig Jones. That's turn 8 and 9. 7, 8, 9. And Latifi getting well out of the way of everybody at the top of the hill. Very, very wise as well. It's a difficult part of the track. It's blind there as well. And let's have a look. Yellow flag's in, gone green. Comes into Samson. Turn 7 and into turn 8. Loses the rear. Overcorrects on the front. Big lock up. And runs straight off the track. And Sergio Perez at turn 1. Getting caught up by one of the Haas cars. And Perez getting very angry as well. Who's behind Perez? It's Mazepin. So Nikita Mazepin making no friends wherever he goes in Formula 1 at the moment. Now he's annoying Sergio Perez by being right in the centre of the apex at turn 1 on a cool-down lap. Mazepin really is a... There is a debate whether or not Mazepin is worthy of a Formula 1 drive. In my opinion, it's a very, very short debate. Lando Norris is looking good out there at the moment. He's coming back into the pit. He's back in the pit lane now, but he is P11, but will have more time to spare in the next couple of sectors as well. This morning, 29 laps were completed, the most of anybody by the two Mercedes. Hamilton's done 13 already. Bottas has done 14, and they're both into the pit lane. And this, at the moment, we can see Martin Brundle is actually standing on the grass at the exit of turn 14, and there's no barrier up there. So Martin's got a fantastic viewpoint at turn 14, completely freedom with everybody else. That is an amazing view for Martin out there. And no barrier up there because it's quite high up a banking of grass. What a fantastic viewpoint for Martin Brundle out there. Very, very jealous. You can only get that. You can get a very nice position at Beckett's on the infield section of the track where you can almost lean in over, put your arm over the barrier, and it's just the track. So it's a lovely point there at Beckett's where you can have a look at Silverstone. Max Verstappen running very wide at the exodus of Samson, coming into Craig Jones. And this isn't Verstappen. We're watching Sergio Perez at the moment. So actually, Verstappen's further up the road at turn 14. We've got the wrong onboard. We're watching Sergio Perez's onboard. Verstappen coming across the line in a couple of seconds' time. Verstappen goes P2 from P6. So, great time there. 1:19.980 for Verstappen. As Verstappen, 10th off of Hamilton. It's getting close. It's getting tense. It's getting to the point where you almost don't want to jinx an opportunity for a 1-2 in the championship fight between Verstappen and Hamilton this weekend. Perez is faster in the third sector compared to Verstappen, but Perez is down in P10 at the moment. As Verstappen is P2. I'm going to take a quick swig of drink. Gasly goes to P11, 1:25.58. That, by the way, is the downside of not having a co-commentator. Megan Birch, obviously we've let her go. It's her birthday. We can't hold her in all the time. But hopefully, if Ian Birch isn't well enough tomorrow with his issues at the moment, won't say what it is. It's his position to say, but it's not COVID related or anything like that. It's his own medical dramas as well. But if he's not back in the box tomorrow, Megan will join me for FP3 and qualifying, and we'll see what happens with the race on Sunday as well. We're watching right now the corner analysis between Bottas and Sainz. And Bottas is slower compared to Sainz at the moment. Sainz is a couple of tenths faster, as they're going to switch that graphic over now that we're watching to the correct one, as Bottas is faster by 0.25 of a second. So they get the wrong graphics, they get the right graphics out there. They need to start improving out there. So 24:36 to go out there on the board. We're watching Hamilton, who's top, followed by Verstappen and Bottas. Is this Bottas's weekend? Let me know in the comments below as well. Is this the weekend that Valtteri Bottas will take a victory in 2021? His first win, actually, since Russia last year. I'm going to confirm that with my notes I've got up in the box. Yeah. Valtteri Bottas, last win, Russia 2020. That is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Bottas looking quick out there. When will the MotoGP race be? Sunday, 12:30 British Summer Time is our build-up. Lights out at 1 o'clock British Summer Time. And Cyril saying, no, it's not. Let's have a quick look. It is by my knowledge, unless they've moved the race for MotoGP. I'm having a look on the actual data track, your time. Yeah, so confirmed, 12:30 British Summer Time. We're on air for the MotoGP build-up. The race starts at 1 o'clock. And still saying, no, it's not. Maybe it's if Max and Lewis collide. Oh, if it's Bottas' chance to win a race. Very good point. Bottas we're on board with. We cut off immediately to look at Fernando Alonso. 16 years ago, he took his first ever title in Formula One. The following year, double, hasn't won one since. Easily could have been a 4-time champion, if not 5-time champion. Synthel saying, no, I mean, it's not Bottas this weekend. I twigged, don't worry, I twigged that, don't worry, Synthel over there. And this is Kimi Raikkonen we're watching at the moment, with new brake pads being fitted to the front of the Alfa Romeo. Or the Sauber, whichever one you prefer. I wonder when we will go back to calling it Sauber. Alfa Romeo have extended for another year, but Sauber is the actual team. Alfa Romeo just sort of lynched it. Hang on 2 seconds, replay from Bottas. And Bottas being told Lewis is 23.8 in that first sector. And the first 4 laps are the crucial one as well out there for Bottas on those soft tyres. Vettel at the moment looking good. And, yeah, just have go through. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay. There is a slight delay to the stream, I'm aware, yeah, at the moment. So hopefully you can sync up all right. That's why we've got the clock just here as well, so that you can sync your coverage if you can with us all. Yeah, the time is synced with the Sky Sports F1 commentary, which is 8 seconds. So, yeah. Hopefully that's okay for you. But going forward, looking at it, I'm trying to think as well. Synthel saying, which track is it for MotoGP? They are at Jerez, or Jerez, as well. The Circuit de Jerez, or Jerez, in Spain. The 1997 European Grand Prix venue, the old Spanish Grand Prix venue. Yep, that's MotoGP's Spanish Grand Prix track. And it is looking incredibly close out there as well. Fabio Quartararo, I think, just topped FP2 and when combined times fastest. More on that, though, on Sunday with the build-up show that I will be filming and getting all ready. See, it is live coverage that we do, but there's little bits that have to be pre-recorded. Like, whenever you see me doing with this microphone, obviously we've got the wind guard on it there. If I just take that away. Anytime you see me with the boom mic here, that is usually a session report. Usually they aren't live unless I say they're live because of timing reasons. But I think Formula E, we did them live last week, and they were incredibly easy to set everything. So I don't know if we're having that live this weekend as well. Got to wait for direction to think about that one. Charles Leclerc back into the garage. I'm going to move my water bottle behind Megan's headset here. And where is Formula E next week? I don't think is Formula E next week. I think it could be. Yeah, I'll double check for you. I can't remember where anything is. Trust me, there's so many going on back to front. Yes, Formula E next week is at Monaco on the full layout. Next weekend, it's the Spanish Grand Prix and the Monaco Grand Prix for Formula E. And we also have coverage of the opening rounds of the British Touring Car Championship from Thruxton, rounds 1, 2 and 3. We're currently looking how that's going to work, whether or not it will be live coverage or delayed coverage of them all. Full race, but delayed later on due to the Spanish Grand Prix for Formula 1. In fact, every British Touring Car race this year interferes with Formula 1, which means I can't get to the British Touring Car paddock, and I'm really upset about that because I had a badge last year and everything, so that's really annoying. Synthel saying, Monaco, right? Lovely, I like Monaco. Yep, I like it. And it's a thinner cars out there as well. Monaco for Formula E next weekend, going to be lovely. Feel sorry for Jack Nichols, though. He won't be commentating on the Formula 1, I don't think, next weekend on BBC Radio 5 Live and the F1 app as well. 20 minutes to go of the session. I thought it was less. I honestly did, looking at that clock. I thought it was less time. There's the lights on the gantry. 5 of them will go out on Sunday. By the way, anybody who's asking why we didn't have a 5-light restart at the red-flagged Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, the reason it was a rolling start was because of the issue on the track with the dampness. The racing line was dry, but the opposite side of the grid was still damp. So it would have been a chaotic restart. So Michael Masi decided it was best if it was a standing start. Conditions must be equal for all for it to be a standing start at the moment in Formula 1, which is both easy but a little bit confusing. Sky F1 go for an ad break with 18 minutes to go out there as well. Oh, hello. Wow, this is a surprise. I'm very surprised right now because Wasn't Well perked up an awful lot more. Ian Birch joins the commentary box. Well, hello. I know this must be a bit difficult for you, but hello. How are you feeling? You all right?
Not too bad. Hello, everyone.
Well, welcome to the last 18 minutes. Do you want to swap chairs?
What's happened?
What's happened? Hamilton and Verstappen have been swapping positions at the top. Bottas looking quick. Alonso's changing a couple of track temperatures. We saw going off of the track
I know
as well
that. I know that
Yeah.
Max has had a problem with his brakes.
Yeah, Max's brake-by-wires failed.
Yeah, they had to cool them down as soon as he got into the pit box.
Yeah, and it's cost him a couple of laps
The
as well.
undulations of this circuit are causing some problems.
I'll just move that camera angle for you a little bit. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Martin's going mad because his microphone won't work because it's at turn 5. Now, there's an interesting thing at turn 5. That's where you turn on. It's a complete bend, and you turn on yourself. The wind down there, is blowing the windsock straight up. So it's a strong wind.
Yeah.
Right, and that means that when you come down, come down towards the bend, right? You've got the wind behind you, so you're going a lot faster than you would normally do.
Yeah.
And so you've got to adjust your braking zone, and as you go around the bend to go up the hill,
that's where the problem is. Yeah,
it's then against you, and so that's affecting quite a few people. Quite a few people have had problems at that point.
I'll tell you one thing though, no joke. You come into the commentary box, our viewing figures double.
Really?
There must be an alert. Hi, Ed. Edward Hunter, who's the commentator with me on Formula E at the moment, says, "Oh, nice vest," and hello to yourself.
Hi, hi, Ed.
And let's just zoom in for you, actually, so you're not looking back. There you go.
Yeah, I might be able to see it now.
Nice vest.
60
Thank
years
you very
old.
much.
And by the way, I'm not the same Ian Birch that took part in the
Monaco race.
race.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was watching.
I haven't looked
Historics.
him up yet.
No, well, we need to, don't we? I haven't looked, but I was watching.
Is
the
he
Historic.
more famous than me?
I'm not sure. Well, the thing is with the private
Because I'm
rally,
not famous at all, apart from the Queen's cousin.
There we go. We're already said. Well, I'll have to look. But yeah, I was surprised anyone when we was watching the Historics and one of the
Very
drivers,
distant.
Ian Birch. Yeah.
Very distant.
Same
she wouldn't
spelling.
admit to it.
Same spelling as well out there. I'll have to have a look. No, she wouldn't. But yeah, so welcome to the box.
Yep.
I haven't missed much. We're on an ad break at the moment, but Megan was in here earlier.
Yeah, I know.
welcome
That's
in.
why I've come in, even though I'm not well.
Well, I'm surprised.
Because it's Megan's
Yeah.
birthday. She's 16 today.
Yeah, we did a little thing for her earlier, actually.
She's actually
Yeah.
in the garden
Is she? Look, we did this for her earlier.
in the garden, talking to the people in the garden with her.
Oh, that's nice. So she's right behind us, actually, in the box. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's drinking cider.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Look, we had these on, look, earlier on.
Yeah, she was
pictures.
she's a very pretty, cute little baby. Unlike you, Josh, she takes after me.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is Megan out there as well. And it's just going
yeah.
through.
Anyway,
Yeah, back to the action.
back to the action. Lewis is topping.
Yeah, there's top 119.837.
You know
He's
why
got
that
tenths
is, don't
faster.
you?
Why?
Because he's brilliant.
Hang on. Mick Schumacher. Since I was saying, why is Mick not boxing then? He's just said he had an issue with his engine or something. We haven't heard that up in the commentary box.
Yeah, we usually get
Yeah.
things put through our ears.
Oh, here we go.
The radio.
Well, let's have a look. So
Yeah,
we're hearing it now over our earphones, and that car does sound a bit sick, doesn't it? It sounds like it's more stuck in gear, doesn't it?
I think he's just cruising on purpose just to save the engine, just in say,
Yeah.
you know, if a Schumacher hears something, I believe him.
Yeah, obviously. You're going to beat them and leave them immediately.
That kid has been around Formula One since day
Yeah.
one.
Yes,
You
he
know,
has, yeah.
Since he was first, came out of the hospital. He's not
Actually,
done bad,
you're not
actually.
joking,
And
right.
to be honest, right,
Yeah.
both the Haas drivers have got plenty of money behind them, and have done quite a bit in this sport. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody whose dad's rich enough to hire a Mercedes for the last 3 years.
That's what Mazepin did, yeah. And his
That's
dad.
what Mazepin does, among other things he does.
Yeah. He hasn't spent yet.
We're giving
but he did get-
we're giving the lad a chance,
Yeah.
right? We don't like him why he is personally,
Yeah.
but that's the thing.
He got in the way of Sergio Perez earlier on as well. Synthel saying, but Mick continued for another lap. Yeah, that's very odd. I want to know what the issue is there. I'll have a look around later on in the Haas admin. But the problem is, a lot of the Haas admin and a lot have gone down for this social media boycott. So it's quite hard to get the information I need to because no one's responding.
I could have used that as an excuse instead of the fact that
Boycotting,
I'm not doing well.
Boycotting everything. Edward Hunter saying, Ed, I don't know why I said the full name. I'm so used to it, Ed. Saying happy birthday to Miss Burgeon. Yeah, she's out there. Hamilton sliding on the track, as Synthel saying as well. He is, absolutely is.
The undulations of this track are, I think, the worst in Formula One.
Yeah.
And it's a MotoGP track.
It is completely.
But it was actually the
Hamilton on the radio. Yeah, Hamilton now saying over the radio that he can't drive and there's no grip on the tyres. So Hamilton's struggling. He's done 15 laps on those softs and he's going over the track, left, right, and centre.
Rachel says about the owner, has been talking about the owner of this track.
Yeah.
Because he's a Formula One freak, right? He really loves Formula One.
Oh,
And although they can't get this as a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar, right? He wanted to have the best track that he thought the Formula One, and him and the designer have done amazing job on this circuit. This circuit is one of the most testing circuits other than Monaco.
yeah. And Hamilton had a little mistake at the top of the hill. It has pushed them a lot more. We're seeing a lot more rare mistakes at this track. It's brilliant at the moment.
The headwind, as you go into turn 5, that'll be one of the problems.
I've got no clue in your current state if you can see the driver tracker, but they've actually changed back to white, so you can actually see them all now. So I don't know if that helps you at all.
Oh, someone is listening to me at last.
Yeah, there's someone's listening to you on the F1 graphics. Hamilton has lost his lap time he just did because he went over at turn 1 exit. Ed is now currently putting stickers on his Formula E car that he's built out of Lego. I've seen those. I want those.
Mick continued for another lap.
Yeah.
Right, because something flew off at the top.
Looks like I thought I saw that a while ago. I thought it was a bit of tyre that could have been flying off. Yeah.
I think it could be something that was already on the track.
Yeah, a bit flicked back up. Well,
yeah,
Latifi went off the track
this
there.
session was delayed for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because Michael Massey got someone to mastic the edge of the track.
Someone's knocking on the window. I don't know.
And it was for a very, very good reason.
Yeah, the delayed session.
It was these cars are like the best Hoovers, right? Not Ant. Paul de Resta. Paul reckons that one of these cars should be sponsored by somebody like Dyson or something like that, because they're the best vacuum cleaners in the world. These things, and so if you've got a bit of tarmac that is concrete is coming away from the tarmac bit, then
Yeah.
it makes sense to mastic it down, because if you get 20 cars going over that very bit, which it would probably do, right? It could launch a bit of concrete up in the air and hit someone.
And we've seen what
We had that with
damage,
Grosjean
I
last
was going to
year.
say, yeah, Grosjean, yeah.
He got one of the gravel pebbles
Caught in the flicked
it
up and hit the air,
flicked
yeah.
up, and it hit his finger,
Yeah.
and his hand was affecting his driving. You know, I think everything affects his driving.
I
I've been
remember that,
watching
yeah.
He didn't do bad. Roman did very well in IndyCar.
Yeah, well, you can see the highlights for St. Petersburg tonight at 8 o'clock.
For a first-time drive, he did really well, didn't he?
I thought he's suited very nicely to that. He did a lot better than Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy's having a hard time adjusting, but you
So,
said age. Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson. Well, there's a guy, right? This is Alonso's thing.
Yeah.
Because Alonso was allowed to go and do IndyCar, right? Other champions, because Jimmy Johnson, you can not know
Oh, everybody knows
who
Jimmy Johnson. Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson is.
Seven-time
Seven-time
NASCAR, yeah.
NASCAR champion.
Multiple 500
right?
winner.
45 years old. Just fancied a season in IndyCar. See how he got on.
And he retired from NASCAR. He got kicked out of the playoffs. So retired after that, but
Yeah,
couldn't run for the
he was
title.
a bit cheesed off with that.
He was, yeah. I decided, well, I'm going to bugger off and go do IndyCar's last race. I did IndyCar, got testing, loved it, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad to see he's in there.
And like me, he's got a couple of cute little daughters.
Like you or unlike you?
No, like me.
Like you.
Everybody will agree. My Megan, you haven't seen my Kellyanna, but she's
Actually,
gorgeous as well.
they might have a good enough memory that she did actually appear in the
Did
commentary
she?
box last year. I think at Silverstone.
It's just Josh that
yeah.
looks rough.
Yeah. I don't. I've been looking at the box all morning, and the camera's been in an angle. I've been on my own a lot.
Suits you, sir, today.
I know. Well, I thought I'll put this on it because I haven't actually stood up so far. But look, I'm even wearing matching trousers. I'm wearing my special trousers I usually save for race day. And these trousers can be worn days and days and days. So I've had these on yesterday, today,
He's
they can be
trying
tomorrow
golf.
as well.
He's
Oh, I like
trying
golf. Yes, I'm good at golf. I'm also quite good at football. It seems at the moment. Not
to-
scoring a goal, but
Up to
kicking the
now,
ball, I'm
he's
good.
damaged 2 lampposts, a Boeing 747 that was flying into him beside, and
Yeah, it's been a bad one actually.
yeah.
A lot better. Hey, at
But
least
he's
I'm
all right now because he now knows you have to push the tee a bit further in.
Yes, but at least I'm not doing as bad as
It was
somebody
falling
else.
over
Yeah.
as you hit it.
Yeah.
And then going sky high.
At least I'm not doing as bad as somebody else. We were playing foot golf the other day, which is use a football but on a golf course that's
Do you
so
know-
specially designed.
Do you know, we
But
used
hang
to
on.
when we were kids. Any of
Hang on.
the people. I mean, Mark might be listening with Bonnie, and he went to school when we was at school in the junior school, right? We played football in the playground, about 20 aside,
Yeah.
maybe 30 aside,
Bloody hell.
and we didn't play it with a big football. We played it with a tennis ball, and it was the idea
yeah.
of one of the teachers, and it was such a brilliant idea.
Hand-eye coordination
Hey,
skills.
2 things, right? It improved the
Yeah.
the short passing and
Yeah.
the long passing, right? Because you had to be more accurate. It protected the windows of the school, and our ice hockey team. We had the smallest ice rink in the because I used to play ice hockey.
Ours is tiny, isn't it? It's the same one now.
I was a goalkeeper. But we had the smallest ice rink, and
Yeah.
our first team used to go away, and they could turn and quicker than the people who had these massive rinks,
Yeah.
right? And they could
Because you get
turn
used
and
to it, yeah.
faster and be more intricate, right? Because they learned on a smaller rink.
Ed's
Dead good.
Ed's off to the charity shop to get rid of an old TV stand he don't need anymore. You sure you can't use it in your commentary area, Ed? Think ahead. That's what all mine is. It's just a collection of older televisions. But enjoy the rest of practice and get well soon to you.
Josh doesn't throw away televisions.
No, I do not. They get another use in the commentary box. I mean, there's another television upstairs that we're thinking of replacing. I can't remember which one it is.
Are you?
Not me. I'm fine with my television. I've already got another one here, but I can't remember who it was. Oh, there's some television upstairs that needs replacing. Anyway, I thought I'd just put it behind us.
How's my electricity meter doing?
You don't want to ask.
Because it's nearly summer and you've got the fan on full.
I turned it off and it was freezing.
Oh,
I mean, I will turn it off now because it's got a bit warmer.
it is quite actually cold in
Yeah.
northeast Lincolnshire.
The problem at the moment, if I turn
Humberside.
if I turn the light out behind us, actually it doesn't do that much difference. But you'll notice we start grading a lot.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
it does do a lot of difference.
yeah, because now
right?
we're all in
because,
vision. Yeah.
because when the light's on, right, I look good.
Synthil saying everyone on track. You're absolutely right.
Everybody is on track. 'Cause I
Bottas
can
and
see
Strolls,
the
yeah.
the traffic now.
But Bottas and Stroll have just
And
come
they-
in actually.
that's-
Yeah.
the thing about this weekend is we love this track for MotoGP, right? It's like a large Cadwell,
Yeah. It's fantastic.
and all the riders like Cadwell, because it's
See how
such,
cold it gets quickly. Look.
yeah.
Do you see how? Do you see what I mean?
He's turning
Yeah.
it back on.
Do you see what I mean about
I'm
there must be a hole
charging.
somewhere?
I'm going to charge him.
There must be a hole somewhere with one of the leads.
I got the
huh?
bill this morning from
Oh,
the
did you?
Queen
Right.
for your apple juice.
Hey, well, if it helps, we had a we had a candle in here earlier. We lit a candle with Megan and all that, and
It's a wonder the sprinkler didn't go off in your head.
well, don't worry. Where is it? Where is it? Look, where is it? It's behind there. Look, can I get that up without it falling? Hang on. Where is it? I'm trying. Just at the top there. There's the fire extinguisher. Look, there's the fire extinguisher. Right there. There's the fire extinguisher. We haven't had to
Andy's-
use it.
Andy's t-shirt press.
Yes, not my one, but yeah. Hang on, let's just put that back together. But yeah, there's the fire extinguisher. We haven't had to use it yet, but Megan nearly had a little thing.
They spend hours, both of them, and one of the girls that you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Three of you.
Three all pressing all, yeah.
Pressing t-shirts.
Well, it's good money and it's good stuff as well. But we haven't done that
All
since,
your
we haven't done since Christmas.
secrets are coming out now, Josh.
No, we haven't done that since Christmas, actually.
No, you haven't, but it's not t-shirt weather yet.
I think
it?
he's more into license plates at the moment.
License plates.
Yeah, 4D license plates. So he makes them 4D and glow in the dark. So a lot easier to see in the darkness. The actual letters light up. And
Yeah,
everything.
traffic cops love them.
They do actually.
Yeah, because you could, you know,
Glow in the dark, something or other. Yeah.
license plates have to be a certain thing.
Yeah. He's got
Are
them
you
all.
listening? Are you listening?
I tell you what. I'm not going to say who he is because of it, but he's probably listening to this because I know he watches them back. He's going, "Oh, bit of free advertising."
Knowing him, it is completely legal.
Yeah.
It's like we used to have a pub in Cleethorpes called the Baton Rouge, which was a nightclub really, and it was a pub come nightclub type thing. And the guy who started that, it's called some kind of theatre now, isn't it?
It's not Caxton, is it?
No, it's they changed. They sold it to Witherspoons, didn't they? And they took it back to what it was originally, which was a picture house.
Yeah, it's now the Caxton's Picture House still, but it's
No,
it's
not the
Wetherspoons.
Caxton, the one in Cleethorpes.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the one in Green.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, it just
but it's
it
not.
is,
It's not
yeah.
called Caxton. Caxton's the thing.
No. The Coliseum.
Coliseum.
Picture House. There
The
you go.
Coliseum Picture
There you
House.
go. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I got
Anyway,
the
the guy
name
that
wrong,
first changed that back to a pub kind.
Science
thing.
Radio. Hang on.
Science.
Pitboard check. I didn't see the pitboard again. So science can't see the pitboard.
He used to get.
Hey Roberto, stop the coffee. He said
Yeah.
on the radio. Science wants to see the pitboard.
The,
Fair dues,
yeah,
yeah, go on.
Anyway, quickly.
Back to your point.
He used to have a Ferrari or a Porsche,
Yeah.
and he had his number plate Red Baton,
Red Bat. That would be.
as in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Right. It read Baton because he put the 1 and the 7 together.
But
or
wasn't
something.
that also? That would make me think of
Yeah, but
Mountbatten.
I mean, he was in the paper that he got stopped at least 4 or 5 times a month because of his number plate, but he just kept on paying it.
Yeah. I would say that would make me think mainly of Mountbatten.
It's like-
Sonoda had a little bit of a mistake coming into turn 4 there.
It's like rich people in London don't bother about getting parking fines, do they? They just wait till someone comes and
Yeah,
to the
changes-
door and
yeah.
asks for the money,
I just
and then just there it is.
right to check out in fancy pens,
Yeah.
probably in hieroglyphics. But at the moment, I've just got the information that they've started eating. So trust them to not even wait 10 minutes before the
Do you think
session's over.
Prince Harry's listening?
Probably not.
Probably
there's
not.
Sonoda's snap at turn 3 at Lagos, just getting a little bit of a snap.
We're all right then,
mid-corner.
talking about parking fines then.
Yes, we are. I'm sure we are. In his electric Jag.
Yeah, who needs an electric Jag?
Well, they're all electric now.
Are
The
they?
whole family, the whole
All
royal families.
Jags?
Yeah, all the Jags and all the Rovers out there as well that the royal family use, they're all electric.
Oh, they'll do that song, Three Electric Band.
But they've converted them as well. That's what I don't know. Check a flag out in 10 seconds. I was going to
Well,
to you then.
Lewis is on top, and unless there's something changes before on this lap, Lewis is proving that there's nothing wrong with that Mercedes.
Absolutely.
Bottas is in third place. I feel the Red Bulls are still the reigning challengers. I think it's a bit more difficult on this surface because of the undulations.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't suit them.
It's going to cost them a lot more in qualifying if they can't
Right.
get this 10th back.
I think Ferrari had done so much better. And does everybody agree, right, that Sainz has got used to that car
Oh, incredibly
quicker
Yeah,
than
yeah.
any of the others that have changed cars?
Ricardo's still
Or
struggling a
rookies.
little bit. Ricardo's still struggling. Schumacher, Giovinazzi not doing well. Tsunoda's being angry on the radio. Sainz is just getting on with it. And that's what I like. Sainz is now becoming scarily good with that car. As Hamilton gets a little
Tsunoda.
moment, turn 13.
Tsunoda has been asked politely by Ted Kravitz.
That's a polite way of putting it.
Ted's been teaching him. He spends too much time with the engineers and the mechanics.
Yeah.
The pit crew, right? Because he's got their language, and that's what's coming out. If you lot hear beep 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 on the radio, it's going to be Tsunoda more than Max, because Tsunoda does it all the time.
Tsunoda's constantly sweating.
And he's got a complete anger management problem at the moment, and yet out the car he's Mr. Smiles. I am great, and he is great.
That's the thing. Got that.
We've thought we've thought he's a very talented driver. He's not the best of the crews that things. I mean, Callum, who is now Alfa
Romeo. He's got the reserve driver.
He's got the reserve driver and drove this morning. Callum was much better.
Yeah.
And one of the lads that went to IndyCar, he was a lot better as well.
Name escapes me.
Was it Jake?
Jake Dennis? No.
Jake Dennis?
He's gone off to Formula E.
Oh yeah, Jake Dennis is in Formula E.
De Vries is in Formula E.
It's another Jake, isn't it? Is it Jake?
Yeah, Jordan King went off to IndyCar, didn't he? He was
Jordan
quite quick
King's
all those
there,
years
yeah.
ago, yeah. I like the swearing of Tsunoda, says Synthel as well. He also says, Synthel says, no spins today. Alonso P5, Megan will be happy with that. Yes, and she is hoping for a podium this weekend. I remember what you said earlier.
The thing about Tsunoda is that
Perez on the radio being told of Hamilton's high lap times on his last time.
Yeah, the thing about Tsunoda is that he's just enjoying every minute.
Yeah, he's just
And
loving it.
he's such a nice kid. Rachel's in love with him, as is Pinks.
Yeah, they both are.
They
Yeah.
think he's so cute.
I think half of the paddock is thinking the same thing as well. It's just exactly how much.
I knew it was going to be cold there
Yes.
today because Rachel's got this ankle dress on.
Oh, right,
She
yeah.
looks very smart.
Air temperature's at 18 degrees over there. Track temperature 38, so it stayed the same from what it was in free practice 1.
Yep, we have a fashion section in this show as well.
I'm modelling.
Joshua is modelling the
Hey, this is the first time you haven't.
rugby player at a wedding look.
This is the first time you haven't worn a jumper this year.
Yeah, I know.
in the
It's
box.
because your mum told me off. Actually, she said
Well,
she said how cold it is out there.
I've got to go find a pair of sunglasses and sit outside and get some food as well. So let's.
So, have we got any of our friends in New Zealand and Australia listening?
Not today because it's quite late.
I was going to
isn't
say
it?
it's
Yeah.
really early in the morning.
We'll
but,
probably see them more later on in the
you know,
weekend.
they
Yeah.
nearly always listen to
Yes.
and watch the.
They listen back later on and sort of thing. So welcome listening back later.
back.
Here's your set of results then.
That
It
reminds
is-
me of
go on.
Welcome Back, Kotter. Welcome Back, Kotter was about a teacher in New York,
Right.
right? And his class, it was based on Please Sir in England,
Yeah.
right? And they did Kotter for about 2 or 3 years, and then they did 2 or 3 years of Welcome Back, Kotter, and the singers that came out of there was amazing because they got famous and got the breaks that they needed. There was at least 2 singers, about 3 actors and 2 comedians came out of that just one little class, and he was brilliant. He was
Fab.
absolutely brilliant. It was a great show. Welcome Back, Kotter.
Have to show me later.
Oh, Mr. Carter.
So here's your times and the classifications then. Hamilton is fastest to 1:19.837 for Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso wrapping up the top 5. Esteban Ocon P6, Charles Leclerc 7th, Danny Ricciardo 8th, Lance Stroll 9th and Sergio Perez rounding out the top 10. Pierre Gasly is 11th, followed by Lando Norris, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. Good session. This is and Synthel saying get well soon to you as well.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully he'll be back up. Maybe not in the box tomorrow, but certainly.
This is the
Sunday.
brightest I've felt all day.
Yeah, I was just surprised you walked in. So
I have been on the toilet, not on the toilet.
on the toilet. Elvis Presley.
That'd be a good thing. But no, I've been on the phone
Tab.
to the doctor
The doctor's
and
phone for
everything
us, yeah.
like that. And
Yeah, I said that in FP1.
yeah,
So-
he gave me some antibiotics the other day,
We're back.
and that with the whiskey is probably why I feel like this.
We're back for Free Practice 3 tomorrow.
As if I drink.
No, well, you've had a couple.
One.
I thought you did.
When?
No? Oh.
I don't had any.
Not today, but I thought you do. Okay, so here's your coverage details then for
have
the weekend.
I have a glass, one of
A
those,
small glass
one of
of
those
things,
little
yeah.
diddy bottles of Belgian lager with tea most of the time. That's
So
all.
we are back tomorrow at 11:50 for Free Practice 3 for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Don't forget, 12:30 on Sunday, you can watch the MotoGP race as well, and we're underway at 2:30 for the build-up to this race, and lights out at 3. Don't know who's going to be in the commentary box back then. So, thanks for your company today, Dad. You can go back in a second. Megan's birthday is in full swing.
It'll take me more than a second to move anyway.
It probably will. I'll help you. Join us tomorrow. Bye for now.